Facebook friends and family, how are you today? I hope everything is going well in your world. I would love to say it's a beautiful day in Hervey Bay, and it is. It's raining, weather's not great, but you know what? Hey, it's still a beautiful day. All right, today I want to be talking to you about how do you want your January to look? How do you want to feel in January? How do you want things to look for you? What about your plans? I know this time of year, people tend to be doing the year in review. And a lot of, and I know my business coach in particular is certainly saying January is too late to be looking at the year in review and planning ahead. You need to already be doing it now, or you need to have done it already. So I would like you to think about that from a health and wellbeing perspective. Think about this year and what's worked, what hasn't worked, what could have been done differently, how could you have done things differently. So I guess the biggest challenge that I find with people is not knowing where to start. So we've really been brought up on health being all about the food and movement. I know for many, many years, if I wanted my body to be healthy, I was looking at what food am I putting in it and how much movement am I doing, what sort of movement am I doing. For many years, I also put the wrong food and did the wrong movement at the wrong time, and it ended up just stressing my body even more. However, I now know there's so much more to it. For some people, getting their environment sorted out, their physical environment sorted out, allows their body to come out of compensation mode and into normal operating mode so that they can deal with food and movement the way it's meant to be dealt with within their body. A lot of people don't realise, particularly at this time of year, you find people have, I've just got to push through to the end, I've just got to get through to the Christmas break. Particularly here in Australia, I don't know if it's the same in other countries, but particularly here in Australia, I always tended to find when I was working for Defence in particular, I used to find that come October, November, December, smokes, people were tired. There'd been such a rate of effort that people were just tired, and trying to implement something new, trying to push on, it was enough just to get, okay, what have we got on our plate? Let's just get that finished. And I don't think people, or actually I put up a post the other day that 75% of people don't realise that the effect that fatigue is having on their health. And in some ways it can be a bit of a spiral or a bit of a chicken and the egg scenario. Is it because you've got some compromises in your health that you're fatigued, or is fatigue causing compromises in your health? You know, what's the cause and effect here? One thing I do know, and this is from years and years and years of being in the health space, one thing I do know is that for some people, taking inordinate amount of action is absolutely appropriate. For some people, they will have a health crisis, for example. So, say for example, someone has a heart attack, an out of hospital cardiac arrest, and essentially they die, and they're brought back to life. For some people, that is the trigger for them to go, oh my gosh, I can no longer continue to treat my body, my mind like this. I need to change everything. And they do. If they were a smoker, they'd give up smoking. If they drank lots of alcohol, they'd stop drinking alcohol. They'd start exercising. They start doing all these things that they know are good for them. For other people, it has to be small, personalised steps. And I'm one of those people. It has to be small steps where I gradually correct course so that I'm now on the right course. And that takes time. For my own example, I didn't get here in 6 weeks. I didn't get to the place where I was in 6 weeks. It took me 40 odd years to get where I was, nearly 50 years. So it's not going to be corrected in 6 weeks, in 12 weeks. Yes, I can certainly correct some course. I can correct some things. But for it to be sustainable, it needs to be small, personalised steps. Now, if you're reviewing, if you have actually thought, maybe Michelle's onto something here, I need to think about how did I live my last 12 months, 2 years, 5 years, however many years? Is that what I want moving forward? It's a great time right now to start getting your foundations in place to correct course. So I know there's a saying, and I'm trying to think who it was. The best time to start was yesterday. The next best time is right now. I can't think who said that. But anyway, I'll attribute it to whoever did say that. So if you're thinking that next year you want things to look different, next year you want some peace, you want some comfort, you want some flow, you want to be in alignment, now is a great time to start. So I'm going to leave you with that to think about over the weekend. If not now, when? Okay. Have the most wonderful weekend, and I look forward to seeing you back here next Thursday. Bye for now.